This can't go on, you know.
What?
You've got to face reality. You could be here in prison for a long time.
Don't you think I know that?
But you have to come to terms with it.
And how do you expect me to do that?
Look, I know it's not easy. But if you keep getting into trouble, you only make life more and more difficult for yourself.
Well, that's a great little speech, but I'm not the meek and mild type. Or didn't you realise that on the fire escape?
Sandy, it's mine.
Oh, come off it. What's so special about this old thing anyway? Of course, if you want to fight me for it, I'll be in that too. Now, who's first? Any takers? What the hell's the big deal anyway? It's only a bloody laundry press. Someone's got to do it. Bea always works the press. Well, she's not here, so I'm gonna do it.
Sandy, Doreen and I always work the press when Bea's not here.
So now the three of us can do it. Like Kate said.
I said, what the hell's the matter with you, girl? You've been here 5 minutes and you got the place all turned upside down. Now, you've been inside before. You know how the system works.
Yeah, I know how the system works. And who works the bloody laundry press isn't usually part of it. When it comes to the code, I stick by it. But don't expect me to put up with this kind of stupid kid stuff.
Well, I don't think Bea's going to call it kid stuff. Oh, well. What have we here? The Daily Summit meeting. Get on with your work. Peterson, you're to come with me. Mrs. Morris wants to see you. Bryant. Well, I'm not putting up with it.
Oh, who cares? If she wants it, let her have it. It's not worth the hassle.
What the hell's the matter with you? We're always supposed to see that things run smoothly now that Bea's not here.
Look, the way Bea's been acting lately, she's not going to give you any thanks for it anyway.
Well, you can cop out if you like to, but I'm not going to. All right. Joke's over. Rack off.
Hey, come on, Judy. This isn't worth fighting over. Let's forget it. Shake on it?
Okay.
I'll play the game, but don't expect me to put up with this kind of stupid kid stuff. Now, do I get to work the press, or do you get your arm permanently pleated?
I haven't heard the last of this.
How's it going?
Oh, okay, now I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, a bit slow, yeah. I suppose it'll pick up when I get used to it. Listen, how long are they going to keep me on this?
Well, it's up to you. Depends what sort of a job you make of it.
Any chance of it becoming full-time?
Not sure, but would you want to? I mean, it might get a bit boring after a while.
Well, no more than the laundry. Look, I've been thinking. Maybe I could work on the braille machine part of the time and look after the library for the rest.
And what about the laundry? Who'd look after that?
Oh, they can sort that out amongst themselves. That's no great problem.
Look, I tell you what, Smith. I'll take a chance on you. How'd you like to work here on your own?
What, you mean unsupervised?
That's right. If you settle down, show that you can be trusted, we'll see about making you full-time librarian.
Yeah.
Don't think we'll be needing you anymore if you tell Officer Powell you're released for other duties. Now remember, Smith, it's up to you.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks. Hi, Bea. How's it going? Okay. How's the sweatshop?
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You know that new girl, Sandy Edwards? She's taken over the press.
So?
So, what are you going to do about it?
What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? I came down here looking for a bit of peace and quiet. What is wrong with you and the others? If you don't like it, do something about it. But don't keep running to me. Stand on your own 2 feet for a change.
Bea, you're the boss.
Am I?
Well, you always made us leave the decisions to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jude. Look, I am just fed up with fighting everyone to try and stay on top. Guess it must be change of life or something.
Yeah, well, change is as good as a holiday, they say, you know.
I just thought I'd have a chat with you about my position here. Apart from being a parole officer, I'm a sort of unofficial social worker.
I see.
So if you come up against any problems that you feel you just can't handle, then I'm always available to help out if I can.
Thank you. Of course, it's all rather strange at the moment, but I expect it'll take a little time to settle in.
Yes, yes, it will. Look, I don't wish to pry into your past, but there's something I feel I ought to explain. It could save you a lot of suffering.
What is it?
It's about your little boy. Have you mentioned it to the other women?
Only to my cellmate, Sandy Edwards. Why?
Well, I would be very careful about how the story gets out. You see, the women here have a very protective attitude towards children. And if someone finds out the fact that you kept going with this man after he threatened your little boy, then things could get very nasty for you.
But that's not how it happened at all.
Yes, I know. But believe me, it can happen. If someone gets a set against you, they could twist the facts around to suit their own ends. So please, keep a low profile until you see how the prison code works. Okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you for warning me.
Yes, well, I've got some other people to see. Be careful. And good luck.
Thank you.
Come on, Gorman. 24 hours are up. Come on, move it before I change my mind. You keep your nose clean from now on, you hear? Gorman, I'm speaking to you. You can be charged with dumb insolence as well, you know.
I want to go to the toilet.
What?
I want to go to the toilet.
May I go to the toilet, please, Mrs. Powell?
May I go to the toilet, please, Mrs. Powell?
That's better. Keep a civil tongue in your head. Clean yourself up while you're there, will you? You look like something the garbage man brought in.
Look, Mrs. Morris, thanks, but no thanks. Well, take a look at my record. I cut my teeth on institutions and places like this. I got my first conviction when I was 14, and since then I've notched up another 20 or so.
Well, perhaps if you'd been able to get some help earlier or been able to talk to somebody, you might not be able to make that boast.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not crowing. I would have been bragging more if I hadn't got caught. In every one of those cases, I made my own decision. It was my choice. I got caught. Them's the breaks.
But what about your future? You're still only young. Is this the way you want to spend the rest of your life?
What future? I'm up for over 20 years. Look, Mrs. Morris, you seem to be a very nice lady, but all of you social welfare workers are the same. You come from the wrong side of the tracks. Oh, it's not your fault. Your hearts might be in the right place, but your minds just don't work the same way.
Well, actually, Sandy, I'd like to tell you that
Don't get me wrong. I know you help a lot of people. Oncers who aren't thinking straight and make a mistake. They can do with your help. But not people like me. I play the cards as they're dealt.
22-year sentence, eh? I think you've just run out of aces.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just bluffing. Oh, God save me from social workers.
I quite liked her. At least she knows what she's talking about, having worked here as a prison officer.
She was a screw?
That's what I heard.
Well, what do you know?
It's good to know there's someone you can go to talk to if you need some help.
No way, Kate. In this place, the only help you can rely on is self-help.
That's all very well for you to say. You're used to places like this, but what about women like me? It's a totally different world. We need friends.
Friendships can fall apart pretty quickly in places like this. There's no one you can rely on.
What are you saying, Sandy?